The Alchemy technology tree in Graveyard Keeper has so many uses. It's a great tool for getting the best corpses to turn into zombies, or to upgrade your graveyard, and it can also be useful for making fertilizers to help out when farming crops. You can unlock alchemy by helping Clotho, the witch found in the swamp, remember who she is. After unlocking it though, the game sort of leaves you to figure it all out on your own, which can be a bit tricky, so I put together this list of useful tips to help you out. My name is Kira, and these are 7 tips to help you make the most of your alchemy tech. Number 1. Get preachy. You should never miss an opportunity to perform a sermon on the Sun Icon Day. You're going to need to study each and every decomposable item in order to make your alchemical ingredients. This will require a lot of faith, which you mainly get from giving sermons on the Sun Icon Day. You can, of course, get faith from using the confessional, but it's far less reliable and it gives a negligible amount of faith compared to giving a sermon. Your best bet is to pay attention to what day it is so you can plan out your actions accordingly. If for some reason you're in the middle of something else when Sun Icon Day dawns, drop whatever you're doing and head straight for that altar. Number 2. Plan ahead. Don't get rid of your level 1 alchemy table just because you're finally able to build your level 2 table. Each table has a unique range of items that can be made using them. A level 2 table can't make the same items that are made at the level 1 table, and vice versa. So make sure you allow for that extra space that's needed for both tables when planning the layout of your church basement. Number 3. Take notes. The game doesn't tell you if you've already tried any given alchemical combination. If you've successfully made something other than goo, your recipe will appear on the ellipsis tab of its respective alchemy table. Otherwise, you'll have to rely on your own memory to know whether or not you've tried those ingredients. If you're having trouble remembering what combinations you've tried and you don't want spoilers from looking up the recipes online, try keeping a notepad handy so you can write down the combinations as you try them. Number 4. Don't focus on any single technology tree. One of the things that I find somewhat annoying about this otherwise amazing game is that it doesn't give you very much information about each unlockable technology. For example, it doesn't tell you what items you'll need in order to build the level 2 alchemy table within the technology tree. You'll have to go to the schematic table after unlocking it in order to see what items you'll need. Just be sure to unlock your building tech alongside your anatomy and alchemy tech, so that you won't have to wait forever to build that level 2 alchemy table after you unlock it, just because you haven't unlocked the assembly stand yet. Not that I would know this from experience or anything. Number 5. Study those alchemy ingredients. You can get some very cheap research points by studying the alchemical ingredients you get from decomposing items at the alchemy mill, hand mixer, and distillery. Using your study table to research your alchemical ingredients, such as growth powder or slowing solution, doesn't cost any faith. Instead, it only uses science, which is easily replaced using paper at the study table. Researching your alchemy ingredients will yield different types of research depending on which item you study, and it's affected by the bonus research buff from eating cake or grape pie. Number 6. Eat some cake. Speaking of cake and grape pie, you should always be eating one of those items before each study session. Doing so will greatly increase the amount of research points you receive from each item thanks to the circumspect buff. You can get the recipe for cake in exchange for 5 honey from an NPC named Dig, who stays near the lighthouse. The recipe for grape pie can be purchased from the innkeeper's wife. Personally, I recommend cake for studying because the grapes from the grape pie would be better put to use in making wine, which is one of the few consumables in the game that actually restores your health. Number 7. Save that goo. Anytime you make a failed combination at one of your alchemy tables, you'll end up with some type of goo. After researching the goo at your study table, which, by the way, as I said in number 5, won't cost you any faith, you can combine 4 of any single type of goo at the alchemy mill, hand mixer, or distillery in order to get that type of powder, solution, or extract respectively. Number 8. Bonus tip. Take note of what kind of goo you receive from each combination because it will give you a hint as to what ingredient could be substituted into that recipe in order to make it successful. For example, if you were to combine, say, acceleration powder with toxic solution at a level 1 alchemy table, it would yield a slowing goo, which would let you know that you need to replace either the acceleration powder or the toxic solution with either a slowing powder or slowing solution, respectively. Hint, it's the toxic solution. The level 2 alchemy table will always give you 2 goo on any failed combination, so it'll be a little bit more difficult to figure out which items to change out, but this little trick can save you a lot of time, frustration, and wasted ingredients in the end. So that's it. Those are my 7 tips for alchemy in Graveyard Keeper. I hope you found them useful. Please let me know in the comments if you have any additional alchemy tips that I didn't mention here, or if there's another topic you'd like to see me cover. If you found these tips helpful, please consider hitting that like button and subscribe for more videos like this. As always, thank you so much for watching.